the Super Eagles, always a topic of contention. People are always either criticizing, discussing which player should be in the team, which player should not be in the team, discussing the coach, who should be the coach, who should not be in the coach. But now we've had recent reports, news stories, happenings, whatever you choose to call it. And I'm going to take two of them that are kind of tied together because it's all around the same coaching story. We initially read reports that Samson Siasia, former Super Eagles coach in his own right, had said that he felt like Eguavoen needs to resign from the job, that he cannot play both the role of the Super Eagles coach as well as the role of the technical director of
Mhm.
the NFF, that he needs to drop one and stick with the other. And also, we've heard different reports that the NFF are actively looking to employ a foreign coach, emphasis on foreign, a foreign coach to take over the Super Eagles on a short-term basis. They apparently want the coach to come in and to qualify for the World Cup. They don't want to bring somebody on a long-term basis and the person maybe doesn't achieve that goal of qualifying for the World Cup. So they are saying, okay, come and audition. You take us through these qualifiers. If you qualify ahead and if we extend, you say continue this job. It's been like, what are we? What do we think about these two things? Is it true that Eguavoen needs to leave one of the jobs at least? And how do you feel about this supposed short-term contract for a foreign coach?
For me, I think it's not Eguavoen's fault that Nigeria did not employ a coach. And when there's a vacancy now, it's the sporting technical committee chairman that will come and actually fill in the gap. I remember even Chelsea brought in Evan Grant, if you remember, that when there was a vacancy. So, and it has happened in the past too, when we sacked Philippe Troze towards the 98th World Cup. Faniamu was the technical committee chairman there. He took over the team before we employed Bora Milutinovic going to the 1998 World Cup. So it's not new to have a short, what's it called? It's a manager to just take temporary charge of the team. But my issue is this. After the game in Kigali against Rwanda, Eguavoen said that his job is done with the team, that they only contacted him for what? For 2 games. Before, in the evening, Eguavoen said that his job is not done with the team. So, and I was also hearing from the former Nigerian goalkeeper too, Peter Ida, that was saying that he should continue, he should do this thing. Did the NFF employ Eguavoen to be the coach? They asked him to come and stand in. Is the staff of the NFF could just come and stand in till we get a permanent manager. So him wanting to get the job, I think the best thing for him is to apply for the job. Is to apply for the job, apply that you want to be coach, and let other people too apply. Then we see maybe you actually qualified. I think you are admitted. So maybe we can actually maybe you are qualified to actually take this job.
Yeah.
You can't. The two important positions in Nigerian national team is the technical committee chairman and the coach. You can't be technical advisor and technical committee chairman. You are doing everything. No, you have to pick one. So I support Siasia that Eguavoen should have come out immediately after the game against Rwanda in Uyo and announced to Nigerians that he's returning back to office. It's not for him to just say that he's gentle. He's not saying anything. He's quiet. No, you come. He can't be holding those two positions. He needs to pick one. If he wants to be coach, he should resign from the town committee chairman. Then if he wants to be this thing too, if he wants to also if he wants to be that competition chairman, you announce against Rwanda that no, my job is done. But before he's keeping quiet, he's making us to actually what to guess.
Hmm. This thing, the parts that I think I agree with Siasia on the, you can't do the two jobs. I think, in a sense, I even feel like there's a conflict of interest that keeps on arising, especially when like we're seeing things like what you're describing about, oh, I'm on the job, oh, I'm not on the job, I'm on the job, I'm not on the job. I just think it's blurring the lines too much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it continues for longer than maybe just one window. One
Mm-hmm.
window you can accept it, but when it continues longer and it seems like they are intentionally just keeping it like that. It doesn't really look like we have an organization. It looks like we have a
Mhm.
disorganization. So I agree on that one. Um, this whole short-term contract for foreign coach, me, I've always said it. I don't care if the coach is local, foreign, black, white, yellow, any green. I want the best possible coach for Nigeria.
Mhm.
Now, a keyword possible. I'd not say I want the best coach because the best coach is not possible for us.
Mhm.
I want the best possible coach
Mhm.
for Nigeria. So amongst the options that realistically we can get, I
Mhm.
want the best among them.
Yeah.
So who are those options? I mean, we're hearing Bruno Labbadia is still in the conversation.
Yeah.
We're hearing some other names.
Mhm.
Like, is there any name here that we can actually like take, like, put our confidence in and say, if we get this person, we are getting the best possible man for the job?
See, let me tell you something about this coaching job. You don't need a Pep Guardiola, not the poor man Pep Guardiola. As it goes. You don't need a Pep Guardiola. Let me just say it's probably the best manager to come and coach this national team. The coach you need is a coach that can install discipline and just tactically good to this national team. No national manager now we hear about the Super Eagles of Nigeria will not say that he wants to come and coach this national team because of these stars who actually what are. We know that the job is going to be easy. If you listen to conversations about John Obi Mikel, this guy gets poet, he discussed about that the guy came to him that Nigeria contacted him about the Super Eagles coaching job. And he said he was so honest with poet that guy, when you get to Nigeria, you will work with the best players, but you might not get a salary.
Just be aware.
Yeah, just be aware of that. And I think he understands that too, because he's going to be working with better players than the one he took with the Greece national team. So, those in the conversation, according to rumors, what I'm hearing is Roger Smith, the former Benfica manager. I'm even
Yeah.
hearing that he even agreed verbally, but they have not, there's nothing there yet.
Hmm.
Just agreed verbally, but there's no signed contract yet. In NFF, if the man did not show you a signed contract, if the man did not say that he's now the new coach of the national team, don't agree that
You cannot take it to the bank.
you
Oh.
cannot take it. No, I said I don't want to be a part of doom. I
Hmm.
said it before that until the man confirm, until everything is sorted, because Roger Smith is not a small manager. He's still in the market. In fact, they're even looking for Roger Smith more than Rafa Benitez.
Hmm.
Benitez coach Celta Vigo, he was sacked there. Nobody wants him to. Nobody is looking for Benitez. They still prefer Roger Smith. I'm hearing RB Leipzig wanted Roger Smith. Now they can go for him because they lost against Aston Villa today. So what we are saying is that there's Gas Poet in the conversation, there's Bruno Bade in the conversation, there's Rafael Benitez in the conversation, and also what Roger Smith. But for me, any of those managers can take Nigeria to the World Cup.
Hmm.
It's just about getting the team to understand how good they are and play to his instruction. Make sure, look at what Lukman did today. Make sure that they can play to their maximum potential and make sure tell them that this World Cup is a must for Nigeria. If Eguavoen is the coach, he said Gobus is boasting that he will qualify for the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that if we see that he's changing guard in our national team, none of them will be confident that they just qualify in that group. So for me, I just think that the NFF should go for someone that is disciplined and someone that is just tactically actually work better. And I think that we'll get a World Cup ticket. So for me, the name that top of the list is going to be Roger Smith. I just think that is someone that can come in and actually work instill discipline and make sure the team actually will play well and the players are there for him to actually what use. So for me, I think Oya Smith is a very, very good coach.
Yeah, and I would say, among the options, I would have to agree with you. Roger Smith, when you even look at his where he's coached in the past, track record of some of the things that he's done, Is the one that will give you the most confidence. Rafa Benitez is a big name, but football is a what have you done for me lately type of sport. And lately, Rafa Benitez has not really done too much for you to be impressed
Mm-hmm.
by. And Roger Smith again, for me, I always say this. I like winners. I like winners. I
Mm-hmm.
like people that have tried and tested and they've come out on top. And Roger Smith is a winner. He has
Mm-hmm.
won in Austria, he has
Mm-hmm.
won in China, he
Mm-hmm.
has won in the Netherlands, he has
Mm-hmm.
won in Portugal.
Yeah.
He is a winner.
Mm-hmm.
So I like winners. Among the options, Roger Smith is probably going to be my favorite right now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next week or maybe closer to when they do an official announcement, if he's the one, we will
Mm-hmm.
do a proper like deep dive into him, into his
Yeah.
style of play, into everything. But amongst just preliminary with the rumors, I'm liking his name in the conversation. And I agree with you. Even if it's not him, most of those coaches, if they get the right resources in place, can take us to the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Benitez is not the Benitez of before, let's be realistic. Are you going to tell me that Benitez would not be good enough to qualify us against Rwanda, South Africa? You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, they will have the quality, but of course, it's not just about the football. The administration, the logistics, all the other setup has to all come together before they play the game and then get the result on the field.
So
You
let me
don't think?
just say something. So we have been hearing some people trying to, I don't know, maybe they are commenting or they are backing. I don't know. They are already on rampage. I don't know how somebody almost the comment on this screen now is the one commenting everything. But let me just say something quickly about foreign coaches. See, if under Genetro, most games when we play, you will see that our second half is better than our first half because it change few things. But under Eguavoen, our second half is worse than our first half. So we need a coach, a match reader. In fact, we should not only get rid of Eguavoen, we should send him away. See, let me just say something, and I will say it this way: Eguavoen, Eguavoen plays for this country. He serves this country for so many years. I saw Eguavoen on the bench against Rwanda. I knew exactly how he felt. If you saw the camera, the way he was like shaking his head and everything, my brother, Eguavoen knows that he cannot lead this team. I normally say something. I don't know why we are so greedy. It's time to be selfless. Look at this team very well. If you know that you cannot lead this team, don't limit their potential. You cannot win everything. You must not be in the picture all the time. There's some time that you have to just let go and agree that no, 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 no. I want this team to move forward. There's no way that we can. There's no way that we can actually qualify for the World Cup with Eguavoen. We know that. I told you, AyoT, that the first game of Eguavoen is the best. Since then, everything nosedived. I said it. You see, I'm not a prophet of doom, but I said it straight away. It's not this thing. We know. See, if any coach wants to play Eguavoen in this World Cup qualifier, let me tell you something. 2 coaches came out from that group. Lesotho coach, you imagine, and also the coach of Zimbabwe. They're even confident of getting result against Nigeria because they saw what. Imagine Rwanda went toe to toe with Nigeria in Uyo. Rwanda, which will play with high tempo for 60 minutes, they should wear down. They went toe to toe with Nigeria in Uyo, but the Republic went toe to toe with Nigeria in a neutral venue. And we're still talking about keeping this man. We need to be sincere with what we are saying. No, we need to be sincere with what we are saying. For me, for Eguavoen's mental health, he should leave this job and let the competent person to us to take over. Thank you.
All right. Passionate comments there by Smith Layi. Clearly he wants Eguavoen out of the job. But yeah, let's see what happens with the NFF. Let's see what happens with the employment. Let's see who they bring on board. With this NFF now, until we see the coach inside in Lagos or in Abuja, we cannot even be 100% sure again.
Even not Lagos, so in Abuja because you are going from Lagos.
Until we see him inside glass house, when he take picture with Guso, we know say okay, he don't sign. You know. But yeah, shout out to the NFF, man. Shout out to Roger Smith, shout out to Bruno Labbadia. Let's see who gets the job, and whoever gets the job, man, they better lead us to the promised land.